I have no idea what I'm doing. Clearly. I don't know how this works. Okay, so this is the YouTube, an excellent connection. We're on the air. I've been bit by this enough that I am going to check. And I just did this moments ago. You may have watched live then and heard nothing. I've got all kinds of indications about whether or not I'm putting audio out, and I ignored them all, and I have the audio switched off. So mark this Facebook as an announcement. Check the Twitter. Twitter's got me live with no viewers. Let's see if it's hearing me. Ignored them all, and I have the audio switched off. Okay, this time for sure. Didn't Rocky say that to Bullwinkle one time? All right, so this is going to be a no-show this Sunday, anti-promo, non-promo, not doing a show. So a promo for not doing something. I guess, is that a thing? Is not doing a show? Is promoting not doing a show? I don't know. Finally getting that weekend getaway that we've been talking about for so many weeks. And so I won't be here Sunday, probably, in fact, be driving back on Sunday at showtime. It's still a couple hours away. Probably at the Smithfield barbecue and chicken in Mebane on I-40. Can already taste it. So we'll see you then. Now, this is take two. I guess I did a rehearsal, so I was just wondering, can I remember anything that I said? Because I babbled on for a while. First of all, I want you to have a safe holiday. I know how difficult it is to not go visit family, and how difficult it was at Thanksgiving, and maybe you did, and maybe you didn't. I don't know. But we're looking at the relatives that we've got in wishing that we could be there for a relatively traditional Christmas. And for us, that's small. That's not 15 people. It's usually Cindy and me and her mom and dad and another couple of family people at dinner. The dinner part, that's definitely not going to happen because we would do that at the retirement home that our folks live at, and they're not going to do that. They may tell us nobody comes at all no matter what, so it might not even be the four of us being able to get together. And that would be smart. It would be difficult. It would be unhappy, but it would be smart. So I know how hard it is to say, no, not going to do that. But we're going to steel ourselves about it and them and let's see what we can do. Let's see, I just had my COVID test. I had a little medical procedure today. Because I'm not going to give you a show on Sunday. I'll give you a mini show now, a mini no-show show. Had a COVID test earlier this week. I was negative. I've had 3 COVID tests so far. They've all come back negative. And that was so that I could go get a medical procedure today. As regular viewers of the program know, I have asthma. It's fairly bad. Medication keeps it under fairly good control, but it's not perfect. And things have been bothering me more this year, so we've been changing medication and stuff. And so they wanted to do a breathing test and see how things are going. And that was interesting. I'd done the breathing test into a little tube. I've got a home version of it that breathed into professional versions of it, but it's just a little tube, and you breathe out and you take a deep breath in, and you breathe out and out and out and out and out, and running out of breath, and the walls are closing in, and you start to see stars, and you can't get a headache. You're just about ready to pass out, and they finally say, and you can breathe in. So I've done that. This was in a more sophisticated environment. I was sitting in this big plexiglass box with the tube coming out of the wall. The pinch off my nose, but otherwise it's the same sort of stuff. Just more sophisticated machinery connected to it, so they get a much better reading than just a one-shot. Here's the volume of air that you were able to to expel. Well, great. They did some other tests too, and I don't exactly remember why they did this, but they said, so on this one test, instead of giving you air from your tube, we're going to give you a mixture of carbon dioxide and methane. Didn't smell or taste like anything, but I guess they wanted to see what the lung reaction was going to be to getting something besides the usual mix of oxygen and actually mostly nitrogen. This stuff around us, it's more nitrogen than oxygen. The nitrogen doesn't do you any good, I guess, except that we're not used to breathing pure oxygen. So, okay, don't talk to me about that stuff. I'm not a medical professional, and I'm not going to play one on TV. Hello, wife. I'm making a no-show promo show. If you want to come in and say hi. Wife, are you on the phone? No. Oh, okay. But I don't have that camera pointed, so you have to come over here. And just... Oh, she's all dialed up so she can do this. Yeah, come around and just where you can see in that camera. Yes, it's pointed down here where my head is. So there you go.
Okay, my head. Hello.
And look, all Christmassy. I may have a cat coming to visit. Not a Christmas cat. So we did those tests, and I don't know how well I passed or not. We'll see. The folks that administer the tests, they never tell you exactly how you do. I'll see a pulmonologist, and we're going to probably continue to adjust the medication to both help my breathing, and we discovered that the steroids in the asthma medication I've been taking are some of what has been affecting my voice. Sometimes you listen to a show and I'm sounding more like this, and sometimes I'm sounding like this. In fact, right now it's kind of in between, but it's not great. So we're going to keep tweaking that until the death panels rule that I'm too old and they've spent too much money on me, and I'm not going to get any more soup because I'm too old and they spent too much money on me. So the death panels are working on that for me. Anything else? Nothing really that I want to talk about right now. So we get the weekend off. Jen gets the weekend off, which means we are not going to be back before the Christmas holiday on the 25th. So we will be back just before New Year. We'll do should we do our traditional end of year-end wrap-up show like everybody else does? Well, first of all, we've never done that before, so it wouldn't be traditional. And second of all, this year has sucked, and for me personally and for everyone else. So I'm not planning on doing that. I don't know what we'll talk about, but we should be back a week from Sunday on. Where's my hammer? Here it is, getting ready to go. On the Triangle Talk Show. Over and out for the promo. Non-promo promo.